What is Super Mario's favorite pizza topping? Green pepperoni. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Happy Sunday. Is it Sunday now? Welcome to the stream. I hope you've had a great weekend. Sorry about Friday night. Oh, I didn't think I was gonna cancel, and then I had a bit of an accident. So I shared in the Discord. I accidentally pepper sprayed myself, and that is true. But also, I worded it in a way that would let everyone imagine the funniest scenario in their minds. That I just blasted myself in the face with it. When really it went off in my pocket, and so it drenched my clothing and then a bunch of other stuff. And it wasn't like I wasn't hurt. I mean, there was some like mild discomfort where it really came into contact with me, but like I wasn't. It was just an inconvenience. And then I wanted to be very careful that I was collected everything up and got it into the washing machine and got everything cleaned up that I'd come into contact with so the baby wouldn't come into contact with it afterward. Oh, but that was my Friday. That was my Friday adventure. I hope you've been well. I hope you had a good weekend, my friends. I hope hope you have a great week ahead of you. And welcome to Super Mario Brothers. We're just gonna kind of casually play through this game a bit, and then later we'll work on some Punch Out. But welcome in Dead Zergling is first in chat. Welcome in Lucent Jelly. Welcome to our lurkers. Ah, green mushrooms. They're the spice of life. Well done, Zergling. Yeah. The thing is, they do you always keep pepper spray in your clothing? No, I carry it. I carry it when I take the dog out um, for his walks because we get stray and threatening animals coming through our property every now and then, and so it's just one of those things. I grab it when I head out the door, but like somehow the trigger got caught and turned on the inside of my pocket when I was moving around. I don't really know what happened. Oh, it was just I don't know, just one of those things. Hello, Arkanoid Addict. Welcome in. So we're just I'm kind of two minds because I don't think I've ever cleared this game deathless before, and I'm pretty sure I could do it. And I don't want to sit here resetting attempts all night. Um, I actually don't think that clearing this game deathless is really that big of a deal, but I would see that as a step toward maybe clearing it deathless with no power ups, which I think is a little bit more of a little bit more of a task. So I don't know. I think I'm just going to do a casual playthrough of it and try not to die, just to get a feel for the game, and then maybe think about putting in rotation for some deathless attempts. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've done a. It's been a long time since I've done a deathless playthrough of any game. Um, challenge runs have been off the menu for a very long time now, and maybe we want to turn that around a bit. Um, I lost my train of thought. We did play this on the stream before. So the thing is, last time I played this on the stream, it was just some random day where I just didn't feel like playing anything. Well, I just wanted to play something like really laid back. And so I put this on, and then the chat kept suggesting challenges to me, and um, And so I kept adding every challenge the chat suggested to me. So it was like Small Mario, Pacifist, no coins, and it just became impossible. I tried to do too many things simultaneously and I couldn't make any progress at all. It was just impossible. So I'm not going to do that because I would like to just go through the game. Deathless and warp. Oh yeah, it'd have to be warpless. Arcanite Addict. Yeah, with the warps, it's hardly even a challenge. Yeah, there would have to be no warps. Bummer for you and your pocket. I had to remove the battery out of a spare vehicle. Uh, Kept opening doors to my van while I was away from it. Was a real problem. A spare vehicle fob. I didn't know what that was an abbreviation for, so I just skipped over that word. Too tight of a pocket for a massive wallet situation. Yeah. It's generally a bad idea to leave your vehicle out with the doors randomly open, right? All right, let's press some buttons. Please don't die to the first Goomba. All right, so I'm just gonna play through, and I'm just gonna kind of be mindful of like how many times I die and where I die, so I can think about doing the game better later on. No, Arkanoid Addict, I haven't had the time. I will get to them, but I figure that I should do it when I can actually like pay attention and not just have it on in the background. Which time like that is sort of at a premium for me. One stage down. Hey, Greg, welcome in. Was this Frownie's actually playing a good game? I'm playing 2 good games tonight, Greg. I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna play Punch Out. I don't know why I felt the need to grab that. Alright, so I guess that, like, going through, right, because there's some pipes there I could go through. I think I would say that going through any pipes would be off limits for me, though. I mean, alright, obviously I have to go through some pipes, but I mean just any, like, bonus areas. Enjoy it being fun while you can. Frownie will add some impossible challenge soon, Zergling says. Yeah, I think, Greg, I'm thinking about trying to do it Small Mario only and Deathless. But for right now, I'm just gonna sort of play through and just have some fun. I haven't played this game in a while. I know it pretty well. That's unavoidable, Greg says. I know the game. I say I know the game really well because I spent a lot of time playing Mario Bros. 35. Though it has been a good while since my last sort of playthrough, but I put an unreasonable amount of hours into that, so I got really familiar with all the levels from playing that. Though I've undoubtedly rusted a bit. Ooh. Oh! For some reason, I always have trouble with the springs. I missed 35, Greg says. It was really good, but you didn't miss out on the greatest thing ever. I think that most reasonable people probably got bored of it really quickly. But there's a handful of us out there who are just absolutely out of our minds. Who played it a bit obsessively. I mean, I know there's still people playing it. I think you have to have a Switch emulator or a hacked Switch to be able to do it. Because it's not officially around anymore. But I do see people playing it on Twitch. Play the game as a one-eyed pirate challenge. Frownie has to pull his beanie down over his eyes and play with no depth perception. I mean, does that really affect a 2D game? Oh, I thought that was gonna hit me. I really don't like slowing down or stopping on this level. Oh no, I ripped the damageless run. I slowed down. Hey, Sensation, welcome in. Finally off the egg game. I mean, the egg game only lasted 2 nights. There have been much longer playthroughs. That egg game is okay. I can definitely understand that it's not for everyone. But I didn't find it loathsome. Ooh. Oh no, I'm taking damage again. What Mario's this? This is just the first one on the NES. I don't know if it affects you or not until you try it. Oh, Zergling is singing that siren song. Sometimes there's a 1-up around here. I don't know exactly what the rule is that governs when the 1-up is there and when it's not. I understand the gist of it. Like, it has to do with, like, collecting, like, all the coins on a certain level beforehand. Last time I played this game, it was so embarrassing. Kept dying on 2-3. Would you call your deaths cheap? Zergling asks. That level, like the level 2-3, that it's given me troubles in the past. I've had a bad time on that stage before, for sure. This is a really good stage in Mario 35, because there's you can get a whole lot of enemies built up to send to other players. Hey, Fuzzy Boots. Good to see you. Hope you're well. I was playing Breath of the Wild at the time, Greg says. Oh yeah. I mean, Breath of the Wild is a game that's pretty easy to get. It's pretty easy to get lost in that and not have time for much else. Woo! My heart skipped a beat. I thought I was gonna miss that platform. Jeez. Alright, that's 3 worlds in. I don't think we've died yet, right? I haven't blundered and gone into a pipe I'm not supposed to. No, the extra life isn't here. I was gonna use it to... hop up there and fight that guy. Get out of my life. The 3-4 Bowser, the only time fireballs actually work on a beetle. I never thought about that. I don't know why this is here. And I don't know why anyone ends up finding that. Ooh, I'm the most, like, cautious, nervous player of this game. Chozo Brain, welcome in, Chozo. Good to see you. I'm kind of off center in my camera. I think it moved. That's not as, like, absurd as it might sound that my camera would just move by itself. Because we have a train track near us. And when the train rumbles by, the house shakes, and that shaking can cause things to not be where you left them. The physics make me play super cautious, yeah. The physics in this, I always kind of forget what they're like because they changed them in things like Mario 35. Oh no, I don't remember the correct path through here. And Mario 35 and Mario Maker, like they update the physics in re-releases of this, so when I come back to the original, it's more stiff than I remember. And you can't get, like, good bounces off of the enemies. I feel like this was Ice Climber 2.0 physics. Oh no! Whoa. No, I thought there was a one up there too. I don't know where anything is in this game. So, if I do plan to do this game, no power-ups, deathless. Aha! If I do plan to do that, this part right here is going to be a real roadblock. I don't know how to deal with this Hammer Brother when I'm Small Mario. I don't know how to deal with him when I'm Big Mario. That's gonna be a major problem. Small Mario Deathless, 8-3 and 8-4, how? I'm actually more scared of this one than I am of those. I mean, don't get me wrong. 8-3 is gonna be... I don't really think 8-4 will be as bad. 8-3 is gonna be real bad. I know there's one Hammer Brother right at the end of 8-4 that will be annoying, but I don't feel like it'll be as bad as the one on the stairs. VHS, welcome in. That's why we're playing this tonight, Jozo, is because I'm kind of thinking about Deathless Small Mario. And I just wanted to play the game kind of, just played through it casually, too. To get the feel of it again, because it's been a while. And of course, that would be, for that challenge to be complete, it would be all levels, no warps, no bonus areas. Just, straight through all the real terrain. Whoa. Oh, no. I came very close to some colossal errors. Where are you? Well, he's played too much Punch-Out and started to becoming Little Mac. His obsession with being little, he must now be Small Mario. This game still holds up well after all these years. I cannot disagree. When people ask me, like, because it's a question you get a lot, right? Is that people ask, like, you know, which Mario game is my favorite, will come up when I'm playing a Mario game, and it's like, I think Mario 3, especially if we're only talking about 2D Marios. But, like, all three of them on the NES are really strong contenders for different reasons. Thank you for the 15 stream streak, Chozo. It's a good game to do. Mario World is good too, though you might be forced to get power-ups a few times. I don't remember. I don't know Mario World as well. I've completed Mario World. I've done, what is it, 96 exits. I've done all the exits a couple times in my life. Mario World is great too, but I don't like the aesthetic of Mario World as much. I kind of like Mario 3. I kind of like Mario 3's aesthetic the best. I like its physics the best. I don't think Mario World's physics are bad. But I like the physics in 3 better. I like the power-up set in 3 a lot better. Mario 3 has the best power-ups easily. Good luck doing Mario Brothers 3 with no power-ups. There's a couple levels that require flight. Are there? Maybe we'll have to do... Maybe I'll just do all the Mario games, Small Mario, just to see. Can I make this jump? Are we going to get our first death here? Woo! I hate those springs. Oh no! The spring heard me say that I hate it, and look what it did to me! Always loved Mario World. Never got into the cape mechanic. Kind of neutral on Yoshi. The Goombas look like fruit instead of mushrooms. Mario World's a bit easy. Might have an interesting challenge for you unless you've already done it. I'd have to hear it, Arkanoid Addict. I'd be curious. Sorry, I think I'm going to fall a little bit behind on the chat. We'll catch up with everyone. Thank you for your patience. I'm gonna die! Well, I didn't die. Yet. I'm running out of time, though. Oh. Chip and Dale co-op alone. You can beat the game carrying the other guy all the way. I've played that game once. I didn't love it. I'd have to do some more casual playthroughs and really get a feel for the game. Because my first playthrough, I thought it was just kind of okay. Where on earth is there a mushroom? Yeah, I'm kind of I'm fairly neutral on Yoshi. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy about Yoshi overall. Um, and I feel pretty much the same way. I feel like I don't like the flying in Mario World as much. I I think it trivializes too much of the game once you get decent at it. Mario Brothers 3 is a masterwork. Masterwork. Yeah, I missed a. I'm sorry, I missed a lot of the messages. I'm trying not to pause the game until my first death, either, which might be real soon. Oh, rip. One death. Alright, that takes a lot of pressure off, though. No warps should be a given for any challenge run. Yeah, I completely agree, Greg. Yeah, if you if you warp past most of the game, but there's nothing to brag about for completing it exactly. Yoshi's Island. I love Yoshi's Island. That's the thing. I'm pretty neutral on Yoshi's like in Mario World. Like I don't love him. I don't hate him. I love Yoshi's Island though. That's a fantastic game. It's too long for a challenge run though. That game's way too long. Well, the Mario World has a save game option. Don't have to do the whole game in one sitting. 3 and World require power-ups at points. Yeah, you're right, Zergling. Yeah, I know both of those levels you're talking about that require flying. Yeah, you're right. Bummer. Lava seared mushrooms. Never played Yoshi's Island. Yoshi infuriated me too much in Mario World, Greg says. Oh no. Pokemon's welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Oh, you're missing out though. Yoshi's Island is so very good. It's really tough, especially if you're going for 100%. It gets really tough to 100%. There's a couple of levels that are like kind of tricky, just like any percent. But some of the bonus levels and then trying to 100% some of the bonus levels is really tough. Yoshi's Island's so good, but 100% it is a nightmare. So much RNG? Are there RNG problems? I guess I just don't remember where they are. Makes me question why I play video games. Woo! Woo! Let's run into the step. 100% Mario 3 win. We've done Mario 3 on the stream 2 or 3 times. I think I've done it 3 times. I skipped one level though. I skipped one level on one of the playthroughs by accident. I was just trying to show and talk about the inventory. It was right before the castle in World 7. And I opened the inventory to talk about it for a moment, and then when I went to close it, I accidentally used the whistle. It took myself to World 8, so I skipped one level. I skipped one castle by accident on one of the playthroughs. Uh-oh. I've done something wrong. I was supposed to be up top? Yeah, okay. Gonna implement AI brains into Skyrim. It's gonna be tougher than any video game I've ever played. Not looking forward to setting it up. Best of luck, Pokemons. Thank you for the watch streak. 3 headaches in a row? Oh no. I'm the only person my stream is supposed to be headache-inducing for. I knew that was coming back. Can't fool me. I think there's a secret here. Oh no, it's just coins. Hey, Bayon, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. You just run past one of those rotating lava sticks? No need to jump? I don't remember which one that was in reference to. I know you're iffy on Nintendo 64 Turok. I think you would love the Game Boy Turok games. They're side-scrollers. I've wanted to look into those. I've always been curious about those. I've got, I think I've got 1 and 2 lying around somewhere. But yeah, one of them, the Turok, the first one's like a regular Game Boy game, and the second is a Game Boy Color game, I think. But they've just been collecting dust so far. Ooh, everyone's favorite jump. Let's go. Oh, this part's fun. The N64 Turok games all share the same problem. Where do I go now? Yeah, so I had Turok Dinosaur Hunter. I had the first one on the N64. My parents bought that to me. I think they bought that for me pretty close to launch, and I don't really know why. It was kind of a random gift. Like, I don't think it was a game I asked for or knew about before it was given to me. Come back, mushroom. And I played it a lot, but I could never get all that far in it. I think I made it up to the third, like, world of the game several times, but I would just run out of... I'd basically just run out of ammo, and then the game would become impossible. Oh yeah. I know you can. I know you can run across the single gaps. I know that in my head. That bullet bill just got robbed. I 100% should have taken damage there. Intellectually, I know in my head that I can run across a lot of those gaps, but unless it's like somewhere where I kind of have to, my hands don't know it as well as my head does. So I'll end up jumping unnecessarily a lot. Okay, we're in a good position here. Oh, these jumps. These jumps. Plays like a survival horror game. Yeah, absolutely. If you give it another shot and looked around more, you'd be able to make progress in it. You might be right. Because I play games a lot differently now than I did when I was a kid too, right? I've got a lot more patience. I've got a lot more just like... I'm okay with downtime and looking around. I do think I would do better. If I would do well enough to beat it? I don't know. I like to watch someone doing a first playthrough of this and puzzling out this castle blind. I don't think I've ever come across a stream yet of someone trying to work out this castle on their own for the first time. I don't remember how I worked it out. I must have, because I didn't have any resources to help get me through as a kid. Woo. Let's go. Alright, so that's one death. I died once and we're halfway through. That's not bad. I'm pretty much guaranteed GG if I make it past that level with the fire flower. I might play some Turok at some point, Chozo. My nostalgia for it has been boosted watching you work on it recently. So I do think it could be fun to revisit. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Pokemons. Good luck with the Skyrim, and hopefully we'll see you again. Hopefully the eye gets better. Turok 2... I rented Turok 2, and I just remember being amazed with how beautiful the game looked. I thought, I don't know, for whatever reason, I was super. I remember feeling super impressed by the stunning audio-visual quality of Turok 2. That might be laughable if I looked at it again. Alright, press... What? Wasn't I supposed to press B? What? What? Why am I here? What happened? I've done something wrong. I wanted to do the second quest. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand why I'm here. I guess because I just hung out on that screen too long? That's annoying. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Alright, well... Small Mario playthrough. Let's just do it. Let's see how many times I die Small Mario. Now I'm warmed up. I just randomly talk about games. I really want to see you play Bloodborne and Lost Vikings. We'll do Lost Vikings well before Bloodborne, but I do want to play both of those. I would like to do all the Souls-y games eventually. I'm just, you know, limited by hardware and not in a rush to do them all at once. But Demon Souls, first playthrough later this year, Demon Souls. We'll start up at the end of the year, probably in September. World 1 complete. In general, it's just a really good idea to hang out at the top of the stages. Oh, rip the Deathless Run. I got too comfortable. I started pretending I knew what I was doing and dispensing imaginary wisdom. I had to pay for it. You only start with 3 lives in this game? I didn't remember that. Oh, here's a good idea. Here's a good idea. For my when I try to do Deathless Small Mario, I'm gonna say I'm allowed to collect coins, but only 99. If I collect 100 coins, that's a 1-up. That counts as a power-up. The run has failed. I think that's a really good idea. That make me learn to be careful in some spots. Woo. Aw, that was unfortunate timing. 2 deaths. World 3, 2 deaths. Yeah. The pro strategy is just stay at the top of the world. Wait a moment. Do you get 1-ups? I was so focused on oh no, that's game over. I was so focused on watching the enemies, because I don't remember if you get a 1-up for consecutive kills in this game. Alright, well, Small Mario's pretty tough. You do, okay, so that's another thing I have to watch out for. I don't think I'm likely to accidentally get too many kills in a row, but it'll be something to remember on 3-1 and 5-1. You're alright, Chozo. Definitely not a big deal for a game like I've beaten this game lots of times. I don't think there's any spoiler I'm really afraid of. Appreciate the caution, though, of course. Okay, so I would want to come downstairs here because I do want to keep that coin count low. I'm not 100% certain that a zero coin run is really possible. Particularly in a no warp situation. There's a couple spots in the game that I think if you were going to go 0 coins, that you might have to know some really wild tricks. Demon Souls will be so hype. Rugby season finishes, and then you get to play a Souls game for a month plus. Oh, it'll be way longer than a month. I mean, if I'm doing it like twice a week, and really once a week is probably more realistic, with the way that I've been pretty inconsistent with streams for a while now. I mean, yeah, I'll probably be playing it. I might be playing it for like half a year or more. We'll see. Depends on how many nights there are where I get stuck and just can't find my way around. How many Anor Lundo Walkway or Tomb of the Giants nights I have. I never went back and looked at my VOD from when I defeated... What's his name? Pinhead? Pinwheel. I never went back and looked at my VOD from when I defeated Pinwheel to see why it was that I never found that ladder in the boss arena. I think probably I was just so excited to have beat him first try that I teleported out of there immediately. Which, what an incredibly foolish move. Hey, Duck Something, welcome in. Did you see a Punch-Out prototype ROM was just released? I did. I saw that came up in my recommended on YouTube. I saw a short video about it. It was just a couple minutes long. The one thing I noticed that I don't think they even commented on was in the at the start when the game idles and then the roster of fighters scrolls up onto the screen. Pizza Pasta was included on that roster. I don't guess there was any actual artwork of him in the game, but proud Italian that I am. It was bittersweet to see him almost represented. Have I died yet? I don't think I've died yet. Let's not get too many points. Ooh. Just an interesting curiosity. Yeah, I mean, it didn't seem like to me like there was a whole lot to be learned about the game from the prototype. Yeah, just sort of on the level of oh, that's interesting. But also, my knowledge of Punch-Out is still, like I've beaten the game, right? But I'm still, like... I have a real novice level of, like, understanding and knowledge about the game yet. So maybe a real pro could look at it and, I don't know, unlock some sort of useful wisdom from it. I must get Frownie Skyward Sword HD. I think I want to play the original. I think I'm excited to complain about the motion controls for 100 hours of playthrough. Hey, EC, welcome in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, look at this guy. He's just grinding out spinies. You have the Wii motion. I have a Wiimote with the Motion Plus built into it. Yeah, this one says Motion Plus inside on my Wiimote. There's an unreleased platformer I'm hoping gets leaked one day called Ultimate Journey. Ultimate Journey, I haven't heard of that one. But yeah, sign me up. I'd love to play an extra NES mystery platformer. I mean, I haven't played every NES platformer yet, so I mean, I'm in a position where I still have lots of them ahead of me yet, but adding one more to the to-do list, I'm not going to complain about. No way, no how. The one with the built-in works better. It came with, I found a Wii at a thrift store for like $20, I think. It was a later model Wii, I think. Well, it must have been, because it came with the Wiimote with the Motion Plus built into it. So it's the only one I have, is the one that came with that. Oh, I'm almost halfway to my coin threshold. Oh, you know what I realized? If I'm doing 2 loops, then the 100 coin rule, may not survive a 2-loop journey. I might not survive a 2-loop journey under the weight of it. He's gonna make things really hard. Rip! There's our first death. What? That he was really close enough to damage me? How big is his hitbox? I'm pretty sure there was a couple pixels of space there. Two lives down. Mine came with the pre-order Skyward Sword Collector's Edition. I was so hyped for it. Zelda Origin Story. What Zelda fan wouldn't be hyped? Well, I mean, Link to the Past was an origin story, and then Ocarina of Time was an origin story. I don't know. Is there any other series that's, like, even remotely close to The Legend of Zelda, and how many of the sequels happened before the games that came before them? I mean, it's pretty ridiculous. It's pretty ridiculous how frequently the timeline rolls backward in that series. Skyward Sword's a great origin story and a great game as well. No! What a way for things to end. From the top. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna make sure I walk on every step. Uh, for a long time, I thought of myself as like a really big Zelda fan, but then I don't know what happened. I just at some point, I just like the games just kept getting away from me. Like I don't know. I never played the Oracle games. It took me forever to get around to the Minish Cap. I did Wind Waker, but then that was it until Breath of the Wild. I don't think I played anything from Wind Waker to Breath of the Wild. Is that Bobby O? Welcome in. Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened to me. Death on 1-2. It's pretty rough. I figured I would just throw the other lives away and restart. Did you like Ocarina of Time? Oh yeah, yeah. I played that one at launch or close to it. Um, I didn't get it day one, but close enough. And yeah, I mean Ocarina of Time's fantastic. I spent hundreds of hours playing that game. It doesn't rank as high among my favorites though. I because I like I would say that I like Majora's Mask more, and um, Link's Awakening and Link to the Past are probably my favorites. I think A Link to the Past is probably my favorite, though it gets difficult to say because there's lots of reasons to like. There's lots of reasons to like a lot of them. No, you didn't warp? No, no warps. Never, never warps. I would be cheating myself out of most of the game if I used the warps. I wanna see everything. I'm uh I'm trying to get through it without any of the items. So, I'm not grabbing any power-ups or any one-ups. Trying to do all the levels just small Mario only. It's not going very well. I made it halfway. I made it halfway through the game, but with only the 3 lives, it's proving to be more difficult than than I had expected. We'll get it, though. We'll make it through. Frownie gets 900% more out of games than most people. You've heard that expression, right? You've heard that expression, less is more? The guy who invented that came up with it when he watched one of my streams, and he realized that this Frownie guy is always playing video games without the majority of the tools that the game provides to you. And that's why all of his playthroughs take 4,000% more time. Oh no, I got a 1-up. Where did I get a 1-up? Must have been from the coins. I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't see it happen. Alright, because that should say ×2, right? I don't remember. Oh, rip. I was trying to go up on the ceiling there. I think I let my momentum drop too much. So, one death. I hate those springs. They're the worst enemy in the game. I know you can do a trick with those turtles on the stairs to farm infinite 1-ups. I've known about that trick for like, I don't know, all of my life, but I've never successfully done it. I don't really ever try for it, but I have tried for it in the past, and I've never gotten it. Skyward Sword's worst aspect is the graphics for the original game. It's so blurry, it hurts the eyes sometimes. Were you playing it on a CRT, Chozo? I'm not feeling confident. There we go. It'll probably look fine on a small TV as well. Yeah, I was thinking sometimes blurry looking games, they look a little better on the CRT because of like the... I don't know, because you kind of get like a... If you look, like when you look at the screen, there's like a grid between the pixels and that like... For some reason that helps. I like Skyward Sword, but honestly felt like it was too long. My hand couldn't take the nunchuck control anymore without cramping up. It's a long game. I did go back, so I said I didn't play anything from Wind Waker to Breath of the Wild, but I did go back and play Twilight Princess on the Wii U. Several years after Breath of the Wild, and I thought Twilight Princess was a lot of fun. It's really slow to start. I think all the segments with the wolf stuff are trash that should have been cut from the game. And it gets a bit silly when it tries, like, so hard to be dark and edgy sometimes. But, for the most part, like, I do kind of like the, like, general, like, vibe of the game. And I really like the dungeons. It has really good dungeons. Oh, rip, I spawned a power-up. What was that fall death? I know, I don't know what happened. I hate the wolf, yeah. Yeah, the wolf thing, they just didn't, they didn't do hardly anything with it. Like, your abilities as the wolf are so stripped down. It's just not fun. They, the way it is, the game would be better with all that stuff cut out, because it's just trash. They really needed to iron out. They really needed to iron out the wolf stuff a lot more, and they just didn't. It would be better without it as it stands. Never got to play Twilight Princess. Looked really cool though. Yeah, it's still really good overall. I heard someone talking about it one time, and they were talking about how the weapons, the weapons you get in Twilight Princess are really bad, and like the Beyblade that you ride on, I think is pretty bad. But they also complained about the ball and chain item. I thought I used the ball and chain item so much in that game. I don't know. I don't remember who it was that I was listening to complaining about that, but I don't know. I don't know how they played the game. I don't know how you play the game without a ton of use from the ball and chain, but I use that thing all the time. That's what Skyward Sword does good. Every item is constantly used throughout the game. We really wish they didn't do the motion controls to begin with. People would have loved it so much more. Oh no. Here we go. This is the part I've been dreading. I actually think he's in a really good location. But I couldn't thread the needle. Yeah, that guy's gonna be tough to deal with. I'm gonna try a few more times before it's time for Punch Out. I didn't expect to be doing small Mario playthroughs of this tonight. That was not my plan. My plan was just to do a regular full casual playthrough of both loops, and then the game got weird and forced me to restart, and I thought, well, if I have to do the whole game again, I might as well do small Mario. And now it's impossible. Oh, I didn't collect a live before. You start with times 3 extra lives, not times 2, because I guess there's not a 0 life. I was confused for no reason before. Which, to be fair, is like most of the times when I get confused about something. Suffer because of motion controls. I love the combat in Zelda games. Did you get the actual Tyson password, or are you going to keep beating Macho Man? So, yeah, I just have the password for Macho Man, and I will probably just keep doing that for now. I don't feel good I don't think I feel good about using the Tyson password because the game doesn't actually give you that. And I don't really like the idea of using a tool the game doesn't give me. Like, yeah, it's in the game. If it wasn't in the game, then it wouldn't work when you put it in, right? So, yeah, it's there, but I don't know. If the game doesn't give it to me, I don't feel like I should have it. I don't mind warming up on Macho Man anyway, though, because I mean, I need the extra practice. I'm still bad at Macho Man. You still amaze me with all your self-imposed rules. I have problems. I need serious help. Video game morality. I don't know. I just think of how much, like, I think of how much fun I don't have when I'm like watching a stream and someone like is like making a save state after like every enemy and every jump, and then it's like I overcorrect by being the opposite by trying to be the opposite of that too much. Have you done any Souls streams recently? Hey, Fuzzy Boots, welcome in. No, not since Dark Souls 2. I finished Dark Souls 2, I think, in January of last year. We're gonna do Demon Souls this year. I think in September I'm gonna start Demon Souls. Oh, welcome in, Raiders. Sots, thank you for the raid. What were you playing? I saw some of it. Was it Mystic Quest? Were you playing Final Fantasy Mystic Quest? Still more Mystic Quests. I hope that's treating you well. Why? Why? I can't type. Shoutouts to Sots, my friends. Give our friend a follow with that link there. Enigma Wave, welcome in. Crack the Whip, welcome in. Pimp Bot, welcome in. I've been lucky to be able to catch a little bit more of Sot streams lately. Finally playing some games I don't have to worry about being spoiled on. Yoshi's Island, Mystic Quest, all very good times. How's Mario 1? So the thing was, I was just gonna play. I just wanted to do a casual playthrough of this game. I was gonna do just a casual 2-loop playthrough. And I got to the end, and when I tried to do the second loop, something bugged out, and it sent me to World 3. And I didn't want to skip any of the game, and so I restarted, and I said, well, if I have to play the whole game again, let's just play a small Mario, and now I can't beat it. But we're having a good time. Are you having fun, though? Oh, yeah. I was thinking I'd like to do Small Mario Deathless. Like that's why I wanted to do just a regular like casual playthrough of it, was just to like refamiliarize myself with the physics, like the feel, and just de-rust a little. And then I was like, well, and I was thinking, and then like we'll see about like maybe doing like challenge attempts for Deathless, no items. But then I kind of got like quote unquote forced into making attempts earlier than I expected to. So, it's fine. It's just it's not what I expected to do to myself with this game tonight. underrated Mario mechanics. I always forget. I always kind of forget the feel of the physics in this game. Because whenever this game gets re-released or like used in another game like Mario Maker, they tend to update the physics and make them more like Mario 3. And so I tend to forget that the game is stiffer than I remember, and that bouncing on enemies doesn't work like it does in other games. Double escapement, welcome in. This is a level I could never beat as a kid. There's just a whole lot of enemies, right? The thing was, whenever I played this as a kid, I don't know how or why, but I can't remember not knowing about the warp pipes. I don't really remember a time before I had learned about the warp pipes. So, I mean, I have played through the game warpless lots and lots of times, but I didn't play it that way when I was young so much. So, I don't remember the point that I wanted to make. A lot of the levels are not as familiar to me in that way as they should be. Watching footage of this game makes me have a visceral memory of the laundry detergent my mom used. Yeah, it makes me think of my grandparents' house. My my grandpa had an NES. And he had 3 games. He had Mario, well, he had Mario Duck Hunt, he had Tetris, and he had this, he had a slide puzzle game. How disgusting is that? It was a game, I think it was nothing but slide puzzles. Schoolyard knowledge kept it common knowledge. I think, well, there's the thing. Like, by the time I started school, I think I would have been playing Mario 3 by then. But I didn't, like, here's the weird thing. Like, I didn't really have a lot of friends that played video games or knew anything about them when I was young. Ooh. Maybe being told about the warp pipes as your no spoilers origin story. My no spoilers origin story actually is sort of a combination. It's more of a recent development in my life. I mean, I was moving this direction for a long time. It's like it's hard, so it's hard to say exactly when I really became this way, but like Breath of the Wild had a big impact on that because I accidentally went into Breath of the Wild avoiding 100% of the marketing for it. And so that was, and also from having just left a period of my life where I didn't play where I didn't play any games for I didn't play hardly any games for a really long time. Welcome in, EpiPen, by the way. Sorry I didn't catch you there right away, but thank you for joining us. So there was a big sense of wonder from Breath of the Wild that I got, because like I didn't know anything about, like, I didn't even know that you would climb in the game. Like even the climbing had not been spoiled for me when I started playing it. And so that like starting that game and experiencing the like physics in it, which are really novel to me, again, like having not played much of anything for a really long time, and just I was repeatedly having like just the top of my head blown off with amazement. Like there was a part in the game where like it was real early on when I was on the Great Plateau, and so like I was probably like 20 hours into the game at the rate that I would have been playing it. But there was one of those enemy fortresses, and they had like a ramp to get up into it, but it was raised up and it was like held up by a string, so you couldn't go up the ramp to get in there. And like I saw that and I was like, oh, if I had an arrow, I would try to shoot that string so that I would be able to go up that ramp and get up to... No, get that out of here. To get to where those enemies are, but I didn't have any arrows. And then I was like, oh yeah, you can throw your items. What if I throw a sword at it? And I threw a sword at it, not expecting it to work, and then it worked, and I was just amazed that you could actually use a sword to cut a rope in a video game. I hadn't seen physics like that before, and so like just playing with the physics in Breath of the Wild, really. There was a lot of charm and a lot of wonder into that playthrough. And then a few years later, I started playing games on stream. And really early on into the stream, like 2 or 3 weeks, I think 3 weeks into the lifespan of the stream, I decided to play Kirby's Dream Land 1 and 2. That's my PB, by the way. I don't know how to get past this guy yet. As Small Mario, I think I just need some luck. 10th anniversary next year for Breath of the Wild? Has it been that long? Breath of the Wild is so lonely. I think that's one of the reasons I like it. I really like lonely games. I think Castlevania 64 is a really lonely game. Jump King is a really lonely game. Portal is a really lonely game. And Dark Souls is pretty lonely too, right? I kind of like lonely games. I like games where there's a lot of like quiet downtime, sparse environments. Everyone that you meet is like, you don't meet people very often, and when you do, they're hostile and or insane. Those are I don't know, those are kind of fun games. Are you okay? I'm fine. Uh, oh, so like 3 weeks into the stream, I decided one night I was gonna play Kirby's Dream Land 1 and 2. And I'd played Kirby's Dream Land 1 before, and I thought Kirby's Dream Land 2 would be basically the same thing. And I got through the first game in like an hour, And I was like, all right, that was nothing. Kirby's Dream Land 2 probably be nothing as well. We'll play that. We might even have time for the third one. And when I played Kirby's Dream Land 2, it changed me because that game is absolutely brutal. That game is brutal. But I was determined I was going to get the true ending and I was going to do it in one sitting, and I did. But it came at a cost. Some of the puzzles to find some of the rainbow drops in Kirby's Dream Land 2 are absolutely devastating. They are nightmarish. It took hours. And especially at the to get the last one, you have to go through this pick-a-path that's like 8 doors per room through like 16 rooms. And it is it is impossible. And I just had to brute force it. I got out a yellow legal pad and I wrote out every single possible combination of doors and methodically tried them one by one for hours. It was a crucible of agony in which I was completely dissolved to all of my constituent parts and rebuilt that night. And now and now I'm this horrible monster. And now I'm this horrible monster that the core essence of my being is the knowledge that I can finish any game as long as uh I can finish any game as long as I'm willing to suffer long enough. Because I did make it. I did beat it and get the true ending, and it was such an indescribable journey. I keep wanting other people to go through it, but for some reason when they hear me sell it like that, they don't want to do it. uh, uh, Minecraft. That's an example of a lonely game. I never knew you could play with other people until the pandemic happened. Yeah, I've never played Minecraft with anyone else, so that would be a very lonely game for me as well. I had to do it in one go too because my battery is dead, Enigma Wave says. Oh, rip. I found out years later that the game does give you the solution to that pick a path. Sorry if I'm spoiling it. But I never found it, so it didn't do me any good. It didn't do me any good at all. We have another raid coming in. We had Sots join us, and then I chinwagged for so long. We have another raid. It's Natto. Welcome in. Fox, Frank, Phantom, good to see you. Welcome in. Gaming Bull, great to have you with us. Welcome in. Natto, GG on Double Dragon. How did Contra go? Natto has been working on challenge runs. Well, you did a first clear of Double Dragon, which itself is a challenge run because that game's brutal and you have to do it on one credit. But also working on Contra Deathless, low percent. Contra had a couple 3 death runs, de-rusting. It's been a month or so. Very excited to see you back at it. Very excited to see you back at it, Natto. And yeah, I was actually there for the very end of it, but I was in full lurk mode by that point. I'm the youngest of four. I loved reading the notebook of ideas, handwritten maps, passwords my older siblings made. So I'm the oldest, so I didn't quite have that experience. I think that that would have fascinated me though. Um, at one point. I think now it would kind of fascinate me to like look through like someone else's notes and maps and stuff like that, as long as it's a game I already have played myself. I think I would be pretty curious to what would you even call that? Look through someone else's like, I don't know, research notes. My grandma taught me how to continue in this game. It was pretty incredible. Oh, so the thing was, so I was playing Mario One. I'm copycatting one of Nato's projects now and not doing it very well. My plan was just to sit here. Was my plan was just to sit down with this game and uh my plan was just to sit down and I just wanted to do a casual playthrough of both loops of the game. And I did the first one, and then when I went to do the second quest, the game bugged out and it sent me to World 3. And I was like, I don't want to go to World 3. I wanted to play the whole loop too. And so I was like, well, I have to restart. And so when I restarted, I said, well, why don't we just play as small Mario? And now I can't beat it. Oh. I didn't remember you only got 3 lives. I thought you got 5. So it's pretty tough. I can so far my PB Natto is that Hammer Brother in World 5 on the stairs. I think you know the one. Arm, welcome in. Like a walkthrough. Well, not like a full like game FAQs walkthrough of the game, but more like someone's like just more like someone's like sporadic like notes and maps. Not someone like telling you how to get through a game, but the things that like they where they had to make notes for themselves to get through. I had to earn lives. Coins are life and lifes are coins. Well, see here's the thing about that, Nato. Was I said about an hour ago. I was like, well, if the rule is no items, I think I'm fine to say that coins are not items, but one ups are definitely items. And if I get 100 coins, that's a one up. So that's an item. So I think if I get more than 99 coins, I lose. I think I'm okay to pick up coins, but if I pick up more than 99, I lose the run. I figured a one up wasn't an item if you didn't physically see it on screen. That's a good point, but yeah, that's a good point. But as EpiPen says, Frownie, you're impossible. Oh. So I think you'll copy my Contra challenge before I will copy your Mario challenge, Nato. Uh, uh, welcome in. I don't know. Is that E Gold B? Lives are fine as long as they're from coins. Yeah, I don't think I want to go for that. I think I will because my ultimate dream would be to do it deathless anyway. So if I'm gonna want to do a no death version of the playthrough, then I might as well get used to not having so many extra lives. I think your strategy in life is to spend all your free time getting as depressed as humanly possible, so the rest of the time you're generally content and happy, EpiPen says. Oh. I guess from the outside... looking in, it could sure seem that way. When you see the kind of video games that I choose to spend my time playing, and or the way that I spend the time playing the games that I play. uh... And hey, I'm not gonna lie, there've definitely been, seasons in my life where I've been pretty blue. But, fortunately, my perspective on things has been quite different for a while now. Keeping expectations low. Well, I'm definitely no stranger to the art of guarding your heart, right? Why not induce memory and then your brain will compensate with joy after? I mean... I don't know, I'm definitely not a brain doctor. But I don't know if I have a lot of confidence that that's how it works. Take care, Sensation. I don't know. I don't know how to riff. I don't know how to like. I don't know how to build off of the. I don't know how to build off of those thoughts without becoming too heavy. Is all that I'm thinking about. So sorry I haven't added much there. Going on the game after hearing this music for weeks with Natto. I'm gonna have to go. Hey, Coglio. No worries. Appreciate you stopping in. Hopefully we'll catch you again. This music could never get old to me. Only when I hear it in my dreams, it's too much. Whoa. Oh no, disgusting. I spawned a mushroom. Gross. Get it out of here. I think getting through this stage without collecting any coins at all would be a real nightmare. I think it might be possible, but I hope I don't ever have to try it someday. I should make that a retro achievement. 4-3, no coins. Do you hate me? Oh. I want to do this version at some point for RA, doing different worlds without killing enemies would be fun, I think. I think this is a bad strategy. My plan to just make a leap of faith and hope that I land on him. No, I spawned another mushroom. Maybe I don't have to hope. Maybe I do. Maybe I should make my run for it when he's up in the air. So maybe he won't jump into me. No comments. Yeah, I was just thinking, boy, I wish I had spoiled myself on Neto's strategy. It's a good thing I didn't, but it would have been nice. It would have been nice in a way if I had. Oh. That's up to that point deathless though. If I want to do the whole thing deathless, that's up to their deathless. So I don't know, I just need to figure out how I'm gonna deal with that guy. I'm kind of thinking maybe we call it a night on Mario for tonight, though, and go ahead and move over to Punch Out and spend the rest of our night on that. I need to de-rest a little bit, and then we can see about trying to get 14 KOs. I have beaten Punch Out. I have beaten Mike Tyson. I got the decision win, so I'm finally allowed to use the password. For anyone who wasn't here for that nightmare, my first playthrough of Punch Out took like 100 hours because I refused to use any passwords until I beat it for the first time. And so learning to fight Tyson when I had to play the whole game every time I lost was endless agony, and I do not recommend playing that way. Hey, Losses, good to see you. I had no idea you could beat anyone by decision other than Piston Honda 2. I think you can probably beat everyone by decision. But I don't know that for a fact. I know you can beat Bald Bull 2 by decision. For sure. So I remember getting a decision win against him, and I know you can, Tyson. uh, I have gotten a TKO on Tyson as well, but I have to do that at the end of a full playthrough to get the 14 KOs. So that's why that project's still ongoing. But thank you for enjoying some Mario with me. We'll pick this up again probably. This wasn't a project I really expected to begin tonight. So I don't know how regularly I'm going to come back to this, especially with the other things I'm still working on the stream. But deathless and no items is something that I would like to do for this game. So it will be it will be in rotation, but just how regularly is the question, and probably not overly. But let's switch gears. Let's switch games. Give me just a moment.